Hello everyone and welcome to Katharine's Creatures. This is a series where we get to talk a little bit about and touch base upon various mythological beast beings and the like, pulled from lore worldwide. And I always like to preface by saying that I am not a linguist, so if I mispronounce anything, I do apologize in advance. And right now I wanted to talk about this particular mythological creature that comes by a couple different variations of names. One is Odontotyranos, alternatively Odontotyranus, or the Odontotyranus. And this particular creature, whose name loosely translates to tooth tyrant, is said to be this enormous horned beast that is claimed to have attacked Alexander the Great and his army while camping in India. According to a particular apocryphal text, the letter from Alexander to Aristotle. Now, this has fascinated a lot of people in this particular text, that this story has reappeared and this creature has been retold by a number of other medieval tales and retellings of the Alexandrian legends. So please be in mind that though Alexander the Great is a real person, there have been a variety of fantastical tales that came about of stories claiming to be real of their time, though are obviously more on the mythological side of his adventures. Now, with that said, going back to the Odontotyranos, it was described as having a black horse-like head, with 3 horns that sprout and come out of its forehead. It was also claimed to be larger than an elephant. So having been traveling through India, they have seen the Indian elephants, and this creature was even larger than they were. Now, it was also noted to be undeterred by fire, which most animals try to flee when fire is waved or utilized to defend or attack them. So this particular creature was undeterred or unfazed by fire. And when it was eventually slain, there were a variety of stories talking about how many people and how heavy it was, because the earlier one describes it of needing the strength of 300 men to drag it out of a river. Alternative texts say that was a ditch rather than a river. And one particular text said it actually took not 300, but 1,300 people in order to get it out of where it had been slain. Now, there is another version, the Ethiopic, I think it was the Ethiopic tale, where instead of being this 3-horned monstrous creature, it was still very, very, very large, but it was described having tusks rather than horns. But whatever the toothed tyrant actually looked like, it must have been terrifying. Also, and this is a little gory on the side of things, the stories go on to say that when this creature was later eviscerated, they kind of looked through its organs, including the stomach, and found out that within the creature's stomach were scorpions and fish described to be the size of oxen. Again, a very huge creature if that was the case. Also, one other note, certain people who have talked about the Odontotyranos, woo, that is a mouthful, said it was kind of or described it as an amphibious carnivore. So some creature that could live happily, land in water, and preferred to hunt its prey along these banks of rivers and things like that. So where Alexander the Great and his men supposedly came across it. Now, if you have any questions about this or anything else, please reach out to me through this platform or any of my other social media. And until next time, everyone, Skål.